It's here. Woohoo! Merry Christmas, everyone. It's Josh Reviews. And guys, so I know you guys love my horror reviews, but I have to do this for Christmas. I have to talk about the films I want to talk about because, man, I've been waiting to do this for a while now. It is time. We're finally going to be taking a look at Home Alone 1. That's right, Home Alone 1, and then we're going to take a look at Home Alone 2 later. So you guys will get 2 reviews today as my Christmas present to you guys. Now, I know some of you guys only watch me for the horror reviews, but if you guys are interested in watching this review, guys, I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Anyways, Home Alone. It goes without saying, you know this movie. It's a classic. But I wanna talk about this movie in a specific way. When you ask someone what their favorite Christmas movie is, they'll give you, the standard answers. They'll give you like It's a Wonderful Life, they'll give you Elf, Christmas Vacation, Polar Express, and Home Alone. But a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people don't give Home Alone enough credit. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people remember the traps and the gags in this movie, but they don't remember the special moments with the family and, the old man that, has the reconciliation at the end. Now, of course, if you haven't seen this movie, I won't spoil any of it, but here's what I will say. I will get into spoilers. So this movie's just amazing. Go watch it. Watch it. That's all you need to know. Anyways, let's get into the review. So, Home Alone. If you guys don't know the concept, it's a kid getting home. He gets stuck home alone. His parents are going up to France for Christmas, and he is left home alone. He got into this big argument with his family. He wishes he never had a family because he's so sick and tired of them. And the next morning, the parents are in such a hurry because the power went out, and they forget him and they leave him home alone. And of course, what is he, like 7? The Kevin McAllister, he's like 7, 8. He of course, what do you think a child would do if he was left home alone? Like, yeah, time to be by myself, time to party, time to eat so much junk food, time to watch movies. I can watch rated R movies. Giving us one of the best, fake movies in movies ever. Angels with Filthy Souls. I said that weird. Angels with Filthy Souls. Amazing fake movie within a movie. Perfect. It's quotable. It's amazing. It's iconic. Damn it! I want that to be a movie. I want that to be the Home Alone sequel we get. Fuck the other Home Alone sequels. Give me Angels with Filthy Souls. I want that. I'll pay money to see that in the theater. Anyways, but after a while, Kevin McAllister realizes that maybe he does want a family, but then these 2 wet bandits, they are like, hey, we want to steal some shit in your house, so Kevin McAllister has to defend it, and that's what everyone remembers about this movie. You remember the paint cans, you remember, Marv, is it Marv or Harry? I get the 2 mixed up, but it's, stepping on the nail, stepping on the, the ornaments, putting his hand on the doorknob and it burns, the M McAllister logo into the hand, the head catches fire. Everyone knows those scenes. Everyone. But how many people do you hear talk about the heartfelt scenes in this movie? Because, in my opinion, these moments in this movie, those moments with the heartfelt scenes and the old man and the family reuniting, that is what makes this, in my opinion, the definitive Christmas movie. Because in my opinion, this isn't just my favorite Christmas movie. This is in my top 5 movies, period. This is, in my opinion, one of the best movies ever made. Now, you're like, really? Home Alone. This is a movie where this is the cover. Like, the kid is like, he's like a badass. This kind of gives you like one of those like early 90s, kind of potty humor type shit, like that's kind of what you feel like when you see the cover, right? You think, oh, this is gonna be cheesy, this is gonna be lame, this is gonna be corny, gonna have one-liners, and yeah, they have one-liners in this movie. Like, don't get me wrong, Kevin McAllister is a badass, but here's what I love about this movie. First of all, Kevin McAllister, the actor played by Macaulay Culkin, terrific young child actor. And Macaulay Culkin, amazing actor, amazing actor. I want to see him in more stuff because he is a great actor. But for here, great child actor. He nails it. He delivers the role. This kid is a badass, but also is a real kid. That's what I love about it. This kid can be selfish. This kid could be angry. This kid could, think in his head, "Oh, I'm cool," but actually he's kind of a nerd. The kid legitimately is funny. He says some of the funniest shit in this movie. Oh my God, when he's looking at the Playboy and he says, "No women, none of these women have clothes on their, all these women are naked," sickening. I forgot how he says it, but no clothes on any of these women. It's sickening. That's hilarious. Of course, a little kid like that wouldn't, about his age, wouldn't know what the hell he's looking at, and that's hilarious. The way he delivers it, the way Macaulay Culkin delivers these lines is pitch perfect. No other kid actor could play him, and I love it. Same goes for Harry and Marv. I couldn't picture anyone playing these two characters. Joe Pesci is amazing. Oh my God, need I say more about the actors? Everyone in this movie is pitch perfect. But, like I said, one of the things I love about this movie is the heartfelt scenes. For example, the movie, makes it very clear that Kevin McAllister is sick of his family. He gets into a big argument with his mom. And first, can I just point out that I love the mom in this movie? She is so heartfelt. Immediately, once she realizes that she left her son home alone, she immediately feels bad. And the line delivery and how she says stuff like, "What kind of a mother am I? If I have to sell my soul to the devil himself, I will get home to my son." You feel the love she has for her child. And I absolutely love that about this film. The determination, the passion to just get back home to her son. And I mean, most likely you've already seen this, but if you haven't, go watch it right now because I'm going to spoil some scenes. When she reunites with Kevin, oh my God, it sends me bawling. I legit tear up. I'm not talking, no, I'm quivering. I am my lips are quivering. How does he say it? Niagara Falls. Yeah, you guys know what reference that's from. It's from Scrooge. Anyways, but I digress. So Kevin McAllister, he gets into a fight with his mom. And, after a while being home alone, he enjoys it, but then he realizes, shit, I want my parents to be back. I want my family again. And he meets and his next door neighbor is this old man who has a legitimately creepy backstory. And to a little kid, yeah, that would be terrifying, this old guy. And the backstory they give him is legitimately creepy. And the movie does a good job making you think that this guy is very sus. And towards the end of the film, when it's revealed what his true motivation is and what his intentions are, and that he's just this sweet, humble guy, you really feel bad for him. And then it's explained that, he hasn't seen his son because they too got into an argument. And then you realize, oh, he's this is an older version of Kevin McAllister. And Kevin realizes that and makes, shit, I need to be nicer to my family. And there's a great touching scene at the church where they're talking about, how even though you might get into an argument with your family, you still love them at heart. And when it gets to the ending, which I won't spoil, but when it gets to the ending, man, just thinking about it, I cry. I bawl my eyes out. Every time I'm thinking, I'm not going to cry this time. Okay. That was touching. Niagara Falls. Yeah. So that's why I think this movie is my number one favorite Christmas movie and my top 5. Because the heartfelt moments, they legitimately feel real. Nothing feels phony with the heartfelt scenes. It feels genuine. When Kevin McAllister when Macaulay Culkin is, Kevin McAllister, when he's looking out the window and he's seeing the old man with his family, that is the purest, most joyous reaction I think I've ever seen a child actor have, on something. And it just warms my heart, man. This movie, literally, this is a Christmas movie. This is the definitive Christmas movie because how it makes me feel on the inside. It makes me feel warm. It makes me want to hug my family. Dude, this movie's amazing. But it's also really funny. So, yeah, now I got all that stuff out of the way. This movie's legitimately funny. So everyone knows the Traps for good reason. The Traps are funny. Oh my God, the Wet Bandits, hysterical. The best comedy duo since Blazing Saddles. There you go. That's a good one. But yeah, no, Harry and Marv, they're hilarious. The Traps are amazing. I mean, everyone remembers the pink cans, the nail scene, the tarantula. Oh man, the Traps. Here's the thing. I guess I can understand if someone doesn't like this movie because it has all the ingredients that shouldn't. Here's the thing. This movie takes a lot of 90s cliches and completely reverses it, making you think, oh, it's going to head this direction. And you're like, oh, okay, it did something unique with it. And a lot of jokes that you think wouldn't work for this type of movie legitimately work. Not like, oh, you know, that kind of, no, they legitimately work. This movie is so strongly written. This movie is amazingly, this movie is directed fantastically. This is one of the best directed movies I've ever seen. For a kid's film, this film is amazing, guys. I can't stress that enough. I don't know how many times I can say amazing in this amazing review that you guys are amazingly watching me amazingly talk about. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, no, but I guess I can understand if some people just don't get into like the humor. Like it is a lot of slapstick towards like the end of the movie when, you know, you're watching the Traps unfold. But I think what sells it and what makes it work is, you know, Harry and Marv's dynamic, because like when they're going through these traps, they're so painful and bad that you almost feel bad for them, even though, you know, they're not good people, but you almost feel bad. It's the same way we laugh when Tom and Jerry get hurt. You know, we're kind of laughing because like, oh, that was painful. But, you know, you like the characters. So it's like, you know, it's like Daffy Duck and Looney Tunes. That's the best way I can describe it. But yet somehow this movie manages to have heart in the middle of it. And the heart just leaps out of the screen, in my opinion. This movie just works so well. I can't stress that enough. This movie's amazing. So it's going to get an A+, 10 out of 10. Just win all the awards. Oh, and the score. The fucking score, man. This movie's amazing.